Over 2,000 years ago, the Romans were already worried about keeping their teeth clean. They didn't have toothbrushes or toothpaste like we do, but they used some pretty interesting tools to take care of their mouths, and some actually worked well for their time. One of the main tools they used was a toothpick called a dentalium. These picks were made from all sorts of stuff: wood, feathers, bone, and even gold for the rich. They used them to get food bits out of their teeth. Stuck between their teeth, these picks helped keep bad breath away and stopped the pain from trapped food. The Roman poet Martial, who lived in the 1st century CE, actually mentioned these picks in his writings. In one of his epigrams, he said, "The lentisk one is better, but if you don't have a wooden pick, a feather can brush your teeth." He's pointing out that lentisk, a type of resinous wood, was the favorite for making these picks because it smelled nice and worked well. That helped keep their mouths clean. Besides picks, the Romans used other things to clean their teeth. Some people rubbed their teeth with small pieces of cloth or fabric, kind of like using a brush, while others used thin, pointed bones as tiny brushes. Rich Romans could even afford gold picks, not just for luxury, but because gold lasted longer and was easier to clean, which helped stop bacteria from building up. Another interesting thing about Roman oral care: hygiene wasn't just about physically cleaning your teeth. They knew you had to keep your mouth clean to stay healthy and look good. That's why toothpicks were pretty much a must-have in Roman social life. The Romans also came up with their own tooth cleaning and whitening recipes, using abrasive powders made from natural stuff. Their toothpastes were made from things like ashes, crushed shells, burnt eggshells, pumice, and even ground-up animal bones. The idea was to use those ingredients to clean teeth. He suggested mixes that included salt, a natural resin called mastic, and hardened deer antlers. These ingredients made a gritty powder that could clean teeth and make them look whiter. Also, Emperor Claudius's wife, Messalina, was famous for using these pastes to keep her teeth shiny and healthy, showing that caring about your smile was already a big deal for the Romans. But some Romans had a weird way to whiten their teeth. They used urine. Lots of them thought urine could clean teeth because it has ammonia, which, like I said in another video, helps get rid of stains and dirt. Back then, they didn't know about ammonia as a chemical, but they noticed that fresh urine worked. It was used as a mouthwash because it could whiten teeth. When urine gets old, especially if you boil it and keep it in jars, it breaks down and the ammonia levels go up. The Roman poet Catullus, who lived in the 1st century BC, talked about this, mentioning how some foreign groups like the Celtiberians used urine to clean their teeth. Many Romans thought that urine from the Celtiberians was stronger and better for whitening teeth. Of course, we have to keep in mind that not all Romans were cool with this practice. Lots of folks, just like you and me, found it weird and gross. Still, some areas did use it. So, have you heard about these old-school ways of taking care of teeth before? Let me know in the comments which one stood out to you the most. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates.